What's up, y'all? Listen, I got to tell y'all about Anchor. Anchor is one of the easiest platforms you can use to go ahead and make your podcast. First of all, it's free. Second of all, it's free. Third of all, did I mention that it's free? Go ahead and download the Anchor app inside your app store. You can go ahead and get your podcast on many platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more platforms. Anchor has all the tools that you need right at the palm of your hand. What you waiting for? Go ahead and download Anchor and start your podcast.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Could you give at Marks with Mike's podcast a shout out? Shout out!
Hey, yo!
What a maneuver! Mamma mia! Are you kidding me?
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to another episode of Marks with Mike's. You already know what it is by the sound of my voice. That's right, it's your boy, Mr. 6'9", JT, back in this piece once again. And of course, I am rolling with my co-host. What's going on, Papa El Cheech?
Yo, what's going on? Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is El Cheech. No, but I'm pumped. You know what I'm saying? We got this young lion, you know what I mean? We're about to chop it up with. I'm like, man, I can't miss this one. So we're ready to welcome Mr. El Miles Morales de la Lucha Libre. Don't die, Miles. How you doing, my man? Miles, don't die.
Good. How are you guys?
Man, as I usually say on the show, you already know, man, I'm laying in the cut like a Band-Aid, always making sure that I'm cooling it at all times. But definitely glad to have you on the show. Definitely glad for all the listeners checking out the podcast and listening to all the previous episodes. But right now we are here for Don't Die Miles. So listen here, bro. I just got to go ahead and put it out there. Me and my homies, El Cheech and of course the Prodigy, we got down there to Hillard, Ohio, because I was told in my messages, stop calling us Columbus. We a city too, damn it. So Hillard, Ohio, to go see Ohio Wrestling Alliance. Last event, of course, if he was there, it was definitely called Good Trouble. But one of the reasons why I traveled down there was to see your match, sir. And first and foremost, I have to say, this is all on Justin Dortch. He told me you was 19. I got the correct age. You're 25.
Yes, I am.
Wow. That's amazing. I actually thought you were younger than that, but
I get that a lot. It's like everybody like think I'm like so young. I'm short. I'm very short. It's just like I'm 25 though, but
no, nothing wrong with being short. We 5 foot assassins out here, son.
mm-hmm.
Word. So look, man, all top, like we do with everybody, look, man, we just gotta know. Let people know where you from, first and foremost.
I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I live here in Indy, but my heart is still in Chicago. So I flop back and forth. I go visit my mom sometimes I can. I live here in Indy, and I just try to fly. Like I try to visit mom every now and then again. I try to just get to see her, but it's been a very, very, very long while. So
what was the reason of you relocating, if you don't mind asking?
I wanted to do this so that she can see that I'm a very I love wrestling. I love wrestling for both of us. Not just because she watched wrestling with me and we always loved it. And she got attached to it like I did. And when she saw the Undertaker, she just like she sparked up. She was like, "Oh my God, the Undertaker! I love him." I was like, "Heck yeah!" Like we connected over wrestling. It was just like it was such a connection to where like I watched
organic.
Oh yeah, and it was just like it was a connection to where it was just like she loves the Undertaker and I love Jeff Hardy, and then like we both bonded with wrestling just in that way to where I would watch Jeff Hardy and then I would like heck yeah, like it's like a movement. It's like she loved wrestling so much. I'm sorry, I ramble so much. I'm so sorry.
No, keep going.
We connected with wrestling, and that's what brought us even more together. And ever since then, we just like watch wrestling together. Like I'm trying to like watch it where I'm gonna see her every now and then again, stuff like that. So
that's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, wrestling, in the words of John Moxley, you know what I'm saying, it's not a sport, it's a community, what have you. So of course, I mean, you fell in love with wrestling at a young age. So what was the earliest wrestling that you could remember? Of course, you mentioned The Undertaker, but who was that wrestler or wrestlers for you that got you kind of like, okay, I'm in love with this shit. I got to watch this shit every day.
It was Jeff Hardy. And ever since then, like I got I wasn't there for his early stages, but I was there when he became like he put the face paint on, and then he started like around 2007, I would say, around 2007, 2008, and just like from 2008 from here on now, to where it's just like, heck yeah, I want to do this. I can do this. I can do this because it's my favorite wrestler, and I can do this because my mom, she loved Undertaker, and they both had a connection and a bond to where it's just like, I didn't know that Jeff Hardy's favorite person was The Undertaker, and then I didn't know my mom, she was just like, she loved The Undertaker. So like, it all came together. So it's like all full center circle.
That's awesome, brother. And so in an early age, what was one of the moves from Jeff Hardy that caught your attention, or do you actually did on somebody? Because I'm pretty sure you had.
It was a Swanton bomb, and then like a twist of fate, and then that's pretty much what sealed the deal for me. For my mom, it was just like more like the entrance and his persona, pretty much. And she's like, "Oh my God, yes!" She's jumping up and down and stuff like that. It was just
it's
like
about feeling, you know, how it makes you feel, you know, because it's something else, man.
Yes. Also, my brother, he loves Stone Cold. Like, he loves Stone Cold, and he's just like,
what?
Heck yeah, like, yes. He, like, my brother, he gets into wrestling like 24/7 like I do, and then like I can share that with my brother and my mom, and so like all three of us like bonded over that. And I'm like the youngest out of 7, so like it was just amazing to me that I can find wrestling with another sibling of mine and just like bring it all together and just get to love something that we all can connect with. Pretty much, yeah.
So far as you know, growing up, going through school, I mean, you know, you definitely already, you said by 2007, you know, hey, this is it. I'm all in, balls to the wall. So far as going through school, middle school, high school, was this something that you were open with in middle school, or was this something that you were more so closed about in high school?
I tried it in high school, and I was like, this isn't what I signed up for. And then I did a practice match, and then I got put in a pretzel, and then I was like, all right, this isn't for me, peace. But when I like found what I was looking for, and then I just like went for it, and I just like been like, ever since then I got addicted to it, and I just like loved it so much. And I was like, I gotta have more. But like, I'm pretty much like, my ankles is messed up right now, but I'm trying to heal and try to come back even stronger than I ever was, and hopefully I can keep going.
So for you, you know, you to trying to learn, you know, the sweet science, you know what I mean, the psychology and all when it comes to wrestling. Who will you look up to, like, you know, like a storyteller, or was you more about, you know, like attack flying moves and stuff.
I would say the story is what drew me in, and then it was just like after that, like just like the match, it was just like spot on. Just like after everything, like you could still like the story and everything like that, and there was like the spot, like this match, just like hit it right on the button. I was like, yes, this is it. This is like Jeff Hardy when he do like the Swanton and everything. I was like, heck yeah. Like the story, like I still go back and watch the Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy like moments, and I'll be like, yes, this stuff, it was lit. It was lit.
And where do you go for like for training, like school wise? What that you heard or you look for it online or stuff like that? Because I'm pretty sure Chicago got theirs, and so I was wondering if the move to Indiana was one of the reasons.
Yeah, I pretty much in between gyms right now, and I'm training right now, so I'm trying to like get where I can training in and try to work on myself and try to figure out like things to train on and try to master. But my home is pretty much in Indianapolis, so I'm working out at home.
First and foremost, far as in school, was this something that everyone know that you loved wrestling, or was it something that you kept hidden away from like classmates and friends?
I loved wrestling. I tried to like, I didn't know how everybody would feel about it, and then I tried to like hide it from myself for a little bit. But then I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go do this. So I did it. I went to go do it, and then I went to go do track and field, and then I'm gonna do football. Football didn't work out that much. I got hit so hard, and then I like looked up into the lights, and then like I seen like everybody was like, "Oh, you got trucked," and I was like, "All right, cool, this is for me." And then I went to track and field, and then I went to go like run or whatever, and then I had to wear shoes on. And I was like, "All right, this is for me." I found wrestling. I was like the high school wrestling and everything. I was like, "All right, this is for me," but how do I get into the wrestling that I want to do? And then I was like, all right, I gotta search some stuff, and I started searching schools and everything. I just found one that was just like, this is it. And then I went to go train, and I can train ever since. So
far as the school goes, what was the first school that you trained at to become a professional wrestler?
I'm not asking for the first school. Sorry. It's a sore subject, but WCWO. I've trained there for like about first 5 years, and but I'm just trying to go upwards right now. So it's a little rough patch right there right now. So I'm just trying to like do the best I can right now and just try to focus on the future.
I feel that, man. We'll go ahead and put the Band-Aid back on that situation. Keep it covered up.
You're good.
But far as training, you get to learn different type of styles from different schools. I mean, this is why you go to all these seminars, because there's always something new that you can learn from a different performer, a different school, different skill set. So when it does come down to it, now I do know that Jonathan Gresham had a training at Good Trouble. How was that training with him?
It was awesome. Like everything he said was just like, it clicked with me, and I just tried my best, and I tried to remember I'm there to learn, try to stay humble, and just try to like pick up on everything I could do and everything I try to, implement and to the matches and everything, and try to make sure that I perform my 100% best and try to give everybody what a good match to my best of my abilities. And Trish Adora is obviously one of those top competitors to where just like she pushed me to that level, and she made me reach new heights, and I am so grateful to her. So like, thank you, Trish. Trish is awesome.
Yes, she is, man. Both of you guys were awesome that night. Definitely appreciate it. Hell, my son appreciated it. He was sitting there, cheering, 8 months old, and know the difference between cheers and boos. I don't get it. Like, this is stuff that you're not supposed to know until you get a little bit older. But he knew who the heel was. He knew who the face was. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Thank you. I know, Cheech. You had a question about the origins.
Yeah, man. The name, it got a nice ring to it, and especially like in the last few years, with the resurgence of Miles Morales and the Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse, you know what I mean, and it just like it got a nice ring to it, but they said don't die Miles, you know what I mean? It's like, what the heck,
Yes.
So you look into it, and then I could see the the moves that you make and stuff like that, like it's a spark plug, you know what I mean, that it don't stop you, and it seems that you enjoying every minute, you know what I mean, and just seeing that, it's like I'm like, yeah, that guy is going places, and it's awesome, you know what I mean, that Trish Adora match, it was kind of like a lot of people say, "Oh, you lost to a girl," or whatever, but it wasn't just a girl. It was
Trish Adora, yes.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all like it. I wouldn't say intergender match. It was a match. You know what I mean? That I didn't put that in between, so it was a great match. But where did the name come from?
I thought about it, and then I was just like, the name came from which one? The Don't Die Miles one or the Miles Morales one? Which is it? The
Don't Die.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking about it, and then the crowd started chanting "Don't Die," and then I just ran with it ever since. And you said what? I pretty much got tired. I was getting ready to get copyrighted, so I just went with something that fit me, and the crowd already knew me for it, pretty much. Yeah,
it's like you expect just with the name, you expect something unexpected. I'm not saying something crazy like you go see blood or whatever. You know what I mean? But it gives I think it's dope because it catches your attention. You know what I mean? It's just like, what the, like, I expect it could be like a 6'9", you know what I mean? Like tall. Next thing you know, he comes, you know what I mean? No, but yeah, I like the name. You know what I mean? Perhaps you'll grow in the industry. You know what I mean? You know how it be. Once you get to somewhere, they're gonna change the name or whatever. But like so far, man, run with it.
I'm trying. Also, I want to give a big shout out to my girlfriend because she's been a big inspiration. And also Cole Radrick as well, because they picked me up when I was down. And I've been trying to stay focused and stay humble. And I just want to give a big shout out to them. Sorry, I'm just...
No need to apologize. Hey, support system is a must. You must have that support system to go in through life, period. I mean, everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Everyone needs a crutch to carry them. And everyone needs someone to make sure they walking up straight. So it's always good to have a good support system. No support system, pretty sure you'll fall apart. That's just the way life goes.
Yeah,
but and when mentioning about that, how have you been handling the whole pandemic and quarantine? How have you adapted, with the training and not having, pretty much shows? How was it? Did it feel having your first show after a long time, because of the quarantine?
It was just like it didn't come natural, but it was like I keep on getting goosebumps before I go out still. And I was like, is this really supposed to be happening? And John the Gresham was like, yeah, bro. If you got goosebumps, brother, you're doing something right. Like, you still get goosebumps, you're doing something right. Like, then I told Trish, I was like, hey, I got goosebumps, I'm nervous. Like, is it supposed to happen? She was like, yeah, you're good. Like, you're fine. But it's just one of those things where I'm just like, I get goosebumps a lot still. And before I go to the curtain, and just like, I get nervous, and then when I'm out there, I'm just like, all right, we out here, baby. We doing it. And I just go and I just try to do whatever I can to make the match stay focused and stay out of my head, pretty much. And I try my best.
Well, yeah, I can definitely understand. I mean, hell, I get in. Everyone gets in their own head. I mean, after a while, especially when you're going out to do something, especially in front of like, a crowd of people or things of that nature. Like, I definitely, I go through it now, and I'm on the other end of this microphone. I'm nowhere near you, and I get nervous because I got to make sure. Okay, hey, if I'm going to ask this, what should I expect? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that kind of runs in any type of form of business that you do, whether that be sports related or professional. You know what I'm saying? It's all definitely something that that's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So my next question for you. So you had the chance, of course, to come back and wrestle and things like that. But during quarantine, as far as that goes, were you able to binge watch anything?
Yes, I watched a lot of Jeff Hardy, and then I watched. I just like started watching like random stuff, and I'll just like try to watch as much wrestling I can, and then try to like figure out like what move, like how to sell. I love selling. I love selling. But anyway, I tried to figure out like how to sell, how to get people to react a certain way, and try to make them feel emotion, and also have them go like pretty much oh shit whenever I'm in a ring or something happens, and it's like, oh, this is gonna happen, like this is a crazy bump, but you're gonna do it, like, and then I'll try to like protect myself as well and try to make sure that I stay safe as well and try to protect everybody in the ring as much as I can. And I'm just happy that I got here this far, and I'm just grateful that the opportunities came up to me, and I'm just so grateful, and I just can't thank you guys enough, pretty much. And just thank you for everybody that supported.
That's dope. You humble, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's fine, you know what I mean? Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm deep in Iran. Go ahead, JT.
Well, I'm not in Iran, so which means I can ask my question. So, with that being said, so you got the chance to binge watch some wrestling outside of wrestling. As far as that goes, what type of television did you binge watch, or was it just strictly wrestling that you binge watched?
I watched Jet Li movies, and I actually got two of the movies like right here in front of my face. I got Kiss of the Dragon, and I have the one by Jet Li. Those are two of my favorite movies. And then I was just like, like I'm thinking like, maybe one day I'll probably implement it into one of my wrestling matches one day, hopefully. But we'll never know. But yeah, I just watch a lot of movies and like The Matrix and stuff like that. And I was just like, maybe I can bring that to life one day and hopefully tell a story that like makes people believe that they can actually like that they can achieve anything they want in life, and just try to make sure that like try to like, tell a good story in the ring, and try to make sure that it relates to everybody that's watching, and make sure that it's tell them like, hey, it's okay, like stay positive, drink some water, and just it's all right. We're all in a pandemic. It's all right, and we can get through this pretty much.
Yeah. Did you ever do no amateur wrestling, and while in school, or?
I went to practices, and then I had my first match, and I was like, and it was like oh, he didn't show up kind of deal. And then the second match, it was like, oh, he showed up, now I gotta actually try to like dig. And it was like coaches on the sideline, it was like dig, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll try to like keep on running my feet, and I got like an actual win. I was like, oh, that actually worked. And I was like, but this isn't for me because I got put in a pretzel one day. That stuff hurts. They stretch. I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out. and I'll see you guys hopefully. But it was a fun experience. I wouldn't trade that for the world. And I was like, I want to do more amateur wrestling, and I want to show people that I can actually wrestle instead of just putting on high flying type of stuff. And hopefully I can have it in my back pocket, so when I do use it, it works.
That's dope. Do you watch like UFC currently or not?
Hold on, is it? Yes, I watch UFC too, and props out to them, man. They out there killing the game. They out there killing the game. I just like UFC is my type of tea, but it is entertaining though. I watched the UFC match and then I tried to implement it into the match. Hopefully it worked, and it was the UWFI match, right? Yeah, it was the UWFI match, and I learned a lot from that, and I was like, all right, cool. I can run with this. I can pick up some pointers from the UFC and hopefully like try to get some knowledge from them as well. And they actually put on a lot of bangers. Which is like,
I agree.
Yes, it's I salute to those guys, man. Like they out there killing the game. I just like, I don't want to get a fight with Conor McGregor.
That's good because you know what I mean. You like you say, you kind of studying everything, to trying to incorporate within, because you know it's just gonna get bigger, and it's dope that you look into the different thing. Psychology. You see, you said Jet Li, so I don't know if New Japan. That it's big everywhere, and wrestling. You could put a mask on, next you're a luchador. You know what I'm saying? So It's like the sky's the limit for you, man.
I appreciate you guys. Like seriously, like shout out to you guys. Like you guys are killing the game. Next time I'll be more prepared. Like I wasn't even like prepared for this, and I was like trying to relax, and I was just like, all right, cool. Like my knee hurt. I'll get like my knee hurt, and I try to like ice it and everything, and just. Sorry, next time I won't remember as much. I'm sorry.
You're gonna cut the Roman Reigns promo on us?
No.
My leg. No. No, but it's cool, man. Because this won't be the last one. You know what I mean? This won't be the last one. There'll be plenty.
I'm just grateful to be on the podcast, man. Like, thank you guys for having me. Like, seriously.
Oh, the pleasure's all ours. So, just got a few more questions for you. Of course, man. Hey, I definitely got to know this right here. So, you mentioned Jet Li, and you mentioned the Matrix. So, my question is, who wins the fight between Jet Li and Bruce Lee?
I would say Bruce Lee. His stuff, they say his stuff was real, but I'm not sure for a fact. But I've watched Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris one time, and them boys, they was giving each other work. They was giving each other business. They was like, nah, son, I'm gonna get you. And then I watched it, and then I actually watched some Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I was like, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm sorry, Jean-Claude. I watched it, and I was like, all right, cool. He did that little spin around kick, and I was like, oh, that's all they want from him. The spin around kick. I'm gonna learn that one day, hopefully. But
I mean, to me personally, if it's gonna be a fight, I mean, Bruce Lee is the OG. You got Jet Li, which is the evolution. So I mean, honestly, I love Bruce Lee, all his movies. I love Jet Li, but I kind of feel like with the evolution inside the fight game, I think Jet Li may have just a little bit more of an edge up because there's new moves that was created. I mean, it's almost like when you go back to looking at wrestling, right? You look at different eras. Even Stone Cold just recently said, "Hey, this era of wrestling is a lot more athletic. These guys are a lot more better than what we were." And you kind of take things from each era. Like, okay, if you go back to the Austin, during the Attitude Era, those guys were hella good on promos. Majority of the top guys can cut promos. And then you get now to this era of wrestling, you look at the current state, Not a lot of guys cut a lot of good promos, but a lot of these guys can wrestle a lot better than those guys during the Attitude Era. So that's when I say, like, you know, this stuff evolves continuously. So I don't know. I gotta give it to Jet. I think Jet Li would definitely end up winning that match. When
you bugging, son.
I ain't bugging. You gotta think evolution, bro. Evolution.
That's true. Yeah. I watch a lot of Jet Li, and it's like I'm just like, oh, this is like when I seen the Kiss of the Dragon, the first beginning of it, and he kicked that pool ball up, and he said, "Wow!" I said, "Oh man,
dude, have you checked? Have you seen Cobra Kai, by the way?"
I haven't, but I really want to. Like, it's no Netflix, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We don't got Netflix no more. I'm so sorry. We don't got Netflix no more, but hey, we gonna get it back. But we gonna watch Cobra Kai. Bet you that.
That's dope. Yeah, that's nostalgic and stuff, but it's pretty dope because it's just combat, and you know what I mean.
Nice.
It's a little cheesy, but it's actually still good. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But another thing I'm just gonna ask. I'm pretty sure JT was gonna get to it, but I'm gonna beat him to the punch. What have been your, like, let's say when you work out, you know what I mean? Like, you pretty much call it a quarantine playlist. What you been listening to? You know, I know you probably like the Baby and all that. You know what I mean? But what's the artist that you know what I mean? The all artists that you like? You know.
I would say I listen to a lot of Myron Reed. I listen to a lot of Myron Reed, but I listen to all his albums. He got one that's called Hall of Pain. That's a pretty good one. And he got another one called Watch, and that's a pretty good one too. But that's like pretty much like my go-to to where I listen to like all his music and try to like get myself in the game, get myself prepared and everything. Try to mentally prepare myself before my match. And yeah, I've just been downloading a lot of Myron Reed music and trying to like focus my mind on where I'm at right now and try to get prepared for the match and try to make sure that I don't like freak out or anything. And pretty much Drake too as well. I'm in my sad boys field when I was in the Drake, but I listen to a lot of Drake and Myron Reed so far. So like that's my top two right there. So and then Leo Rush does a couple albums too. He does music too as well as I listen to him too. He's pretty good. He's awesome.
Too much drugs got me going down.
Yeah, that I wonder, man. He killing the game right now. Him, Myron, and Drake is killing the game right now. And I just salute out to them. Shout out to them, like they killing the game. Sorry, I ramble a lot. I'm so sorry.
Man, it's good, but you mentioned a name, Leo Rush, and my man right here always compare. You know what I mean? Kind of like see glances of that, right, JT?
Oh yeah, man. I could definitely see glimpses of Leo inside your arsenal. So when it does come down to it, and shout out to Leo Rush, and shout out to Myron Reed, both of these guys, phenomenal music. One of my favorites by Myron Reed was I think it's called Fame. That one, and of course Leo Rush's Cheech was just singing it. I wondered, like, that's still one of my favorites. Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna front. I didn't even know Myron Reed was, you know what I mean, was singing.
Yeah, he's out there. He's out there killing the game.
Oh,
wow. Holy shit!
Just hats off to him. But I could definitely see glimpses of Leo Rush in you. But when it does come down to it, I mean, everyone has a list of wrestlers that they want to face. Who are top 5 wrestlers that you want to face currently? You know, because that list always changes. But right now, who are 5 wrestlers that you want to face inside the upcoming future, whether it be 2021 or 2022?
I have a very long list. I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I got Ace Perry number 1. I got Myron Reed number 2. Then I got Jordan Oliver number 3. Then I got Cole Radrick round 2. Shout out to Cole. And Xavier Faraday. And then I got Jaden. And then I got Billy Starks. And I got Big Game Leroy, which I've been seeing you, Leroy, on Twitter. And I got AC Mack. Then I got Effie. Then I got PB Smooth. Then I got Maxie Impeller. And then I got Kung Fu Janela, Leo Russ, and Gary F and J. So
it's a long ass list.
Yeah, it's a long list. But I'm trying to get. I'm just trying to keep it better. I'm trying to like push myself and try to make sure that I can learn as much and I can step toe to toe with pretty much like anybody. Like I try to get as much knowledge as I can. I try to apply that to my ring skills and my promo skills and try to be the best I can be.
You know, hey, listen, that's a list, and it's a list that's accomplishable. I mean, a lot of those people on this list that you just mentioned, we probably had on the show before. Shout out Leo Rush, shout out Pete.
Nice.
You know, but definitely, man, I would love to see a match between everyone on that list, but I want to say out of all the people that you named on that list, I got to see you go up against Myron Reed. I got to see you go up against Leo Rush. Definitely got to see you go up against my man PB, and I wouldn't mind seeing you go up against Jordan Oliver. Like those just the 4 that came off the top of my dome that quick, you know, from the list of people that you gave us that quick. But man, I would like to see definitely you and Leo Rush, because I kind of feel like you two kind of mirror each other. Like if I can look at Leo's early career, I kind of see a little bit of his early career in you when you wrestle.
That means so much to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, just watching you from this past show, and then you know going back and looking at some of Leo's stuff from MCW, you know, and stuff like that, and going back and looking at some of his early stuff, and just seeing you two, like I can see the similarities, like, you know, as far as you two starting out, and man, this could be good. I mean, the only difference is, you know, Leo started off in the tag team, and you started out dolo, but for you to start out dolo solo, you definitely holding it down, and that's one of the biggest things, period, that you're able to balance everything and be able to still, you know, hop inside that ring and put on the show for the people that's watching, whether they be inside the crowd or watching via IWTV, which you can catch Good Trouble dropping down on IWTV February 11th. Just got to go ahead and plug that in real quick plug. But yeah, man, I mean, just definitely seeing the work that you put in thus far, and just imagining what's on the horizon for you is definitely something to definitely keep your eyes on. Now, I think that this question definitely has to be asked first and foremost. So you mentioned top 5. Well, you mentioned your whole list of wrestlers that you definitely want to get a match with. Now, you definitely talked about Jeff Hardy being inspiration and things like that for you to get into the ring. But out of all the inspirations that you have had inside this business, who would be one that you would like to have a tag team match with, just to team up with?
Injustice?
Oh, okay. Injustice, MLW.
Yeah.
So okay, that's actually not a bad look, you know. Injustice, go inside there. You got yourself Jordan Oliver, Myron Reed, you got Snoop, you know, all 4 of y'all
awesome.
can get it. You know what I'm saying? A little 8-man tag match. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
That's awesome.
And
heck yeah.
Teddy Long would probably book that 8-man tag match.
You know who else would be inspiration too to tag with? Trey Miguel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trey Miguel is a nice one.
Or me and Tankman. That'll be awesome too. Heck yeah.
Calvin Tankman. Oh, we got a lot of MLW guys here. I mean, so hey, I like it. I'm with it. What's up, Court Bauer?
Heck yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. But as we're getting ready to dwindle off towards the end of the interview, definitely got to know a few more things about you. So first and foremost, I have to know, what is your favorite movie of all time?
So many of them. I got top 3 right now. I got Kiss of the Dragon, The One, and then I got Baby Boy. I'm sorry. I would say Baby Boy is one of them. I would say, well, my number 1 would be the Baby Boy, because like it tells such a compelling story, and it shows you like the life that he lived and like what his struggles is, what it's going through, and then it's just like it's so inspirational, it's so moving, and also I would say The Matrix, Jet Li, and then Baby Boy, because those stories they connect with me so much to where I can feel when I watch the movie I start tearing up a little bit and I start crying, but it reminds me of a lot of myself, and I try to bring it to the ring and try to show like a side of me that nobody else ever saw, and then people like wanted to like doubt me and stuff like that, and just try to make sure that it's okay to be yourself, and just go out there and have fun. Yeah. And that's what I always want to portray, and just go out there and have fun. It's okay to be yourself, and go out there and have fun, and then just have fun. That's all you gotta do. Just have fun. Like, be yourself, pretty much.
First and foremost, you got to keep it real with yourself. If anything, if you expect anyone to keep it real with you, be real with yourself. That's rule number 1 inside this life. So the fact that you understand that at such a young age, hey, more and more power to you, and hats off to you. Now, Baby Boy, I'll let you know right now, I don't mind watching Baby Boy, but I cannot watch Baby Boy on BET. It has to be on the streaming app, but it can't be on BET, because those voiceovers kill me every single time. It's like, yo, what's up, my brother? It's like he does not even sound like that. This is full of stuff. I can't believe this snot. It's like, snot? Who says snot?
Right.
So if I'm gonna watch Baby Boy or any movie that's rated R, it cannot be on network television. It has to be like on the streaming app, because the voiceovers kill me. Like recently I was watching what was it, next Friday, and I think I accidentally, and this is on like complete accident, I turned on my TV and it came on BT, and you got Craig and Day Day there, and Day Day said like, oh man, oh this some stuff, man, this some stuff, but man, she crazy, this a crazy heifer. He did not say heifer. It's like it messes up the whole dialogue. So to anyone that watches movies, watch them on the streaming app, because TV with these voiceovers and just throwing in random words like, oh man, this just some jello. Who does this word jello? Like, it's just so much stuff that they just mess up. But definitely watch it on the streaming app, man. Don't ever watch a rated R movie on TV, because they will kill it, especially with the cut scenes and cutting stuff away. Like, no, I highly recommend not to watch that type of stuff on television. But definitely before we get ready to head out, Cheech, you have one more question for Don't Die Miles.
At this stage of your career, and in the quarantine going on, how does that help you grow as a person and moving forward, your mentality?
I try to I try to tell people to drink a lot of water because water is very important, and it keeps us in good spirits, and it keeps us in a positive attitude, and keeps us all together as a team. And it's like, I have to just say that, like, I have a whole bunch of water like right here, because without this, I'd probably be in a bad spirit. But anyway, I tell people to drink a lot of water because it's very healthy for them, and it's very uplifting for them when they drink a lot of water. And we gotta stay hydrated because we live in a pandemic, and we gotta stay hydrated, and we have to take care of ourselves, and we have to just make sure that, you know, me telling people to drink water is just like helping people take care of themselves pretty much, and just trying to make sure that we all stay healthy. And we got to get through this all together as a team.
You know, where can we find you? You know what I mean? On IG, Twitter, all that shit, OnlyFans, all that stuff.
So February 11th at 8 p.m. Grit Trouble this upcoming Wednesday, and No Hook drops at 7 p.m. Don't Die Miles on all social medias as well. And I play Xbox, so I got Fortnite. I'm just saying, I got Fortnite, I got W2K20, I got NBA 2K. Like, I just play a lot of basketball. I'm sorry. I had to just put that out there. Sorry.
No. Listen, if y'all looking for that work and you looking for that smoke, give them your gamer tag real quick.
So your handle, what's your handle?
It's my game profile, but it's very confusing. It's BR, like Brian Dazis, BRYANDAZIS, and that's my game profile on my Twitch. But don't worry about that. It's all right. It's cool because I beat Landon, former friends or whatever. I beat Landon a lot of times, and you know, he's mad because I beat him in 2K like 3 times already in a row, and he gets mad. But anyway, it's another story for a different day. Just drink your water. Really, we're in a pandemic. Drink your water, please. Wear a mask. We're trying to get through this pandemic, and we're just trying to get back to normal, pretty much. And drink your water. That's all it is.
God damn it, drink your water.
But everybody stay hydrated. I love you guys. Thank you guys for having me on the show. Like, this means so much to me. Thank you guys so much.
Most def. I mean, you know, this time having that self-reflection. Listen, water is essential to life. You can't have Kool-Aid without water. You can't have soda without water. Hell,
That's true.
You can't have liquor without some type of water being inside that ingredient. I mean, water is the key essential to anything that you put inside your body. Guess what? If you bake a cake, guess what it needs? Water. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, even with cows, you know, the cows drink the water and that produces the milk from, you know, I don't know how it's broken down, but at the end of the day, what he's saying is water is essential to definitely keep you in good spirits, because listen, without water, it'll be a lot of people walking around with silver caps on their teeth. I mean, it's a bunch of juice babies out there that, you know, that didn't drink water and they drank juice all their life and they got a mouthful of silver at 5 years old, baby teeth. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, listen, it's definitely important that, you know, we definitely make sure that we are keeping ourselves ahead of the game, keeping our head on straight. We don't know when this pandemic's going to end. We don't know if it's going to be past this year, if it's going to end this year. Knock on wood, you know, I love for it to end tomorrow. And, you know, speaking of that, you know, now that we're definitely at the end of the show, look, there's a couple of things that we like to say at every show. First of all, you know, you're talking about being in good spirits. Don't Die Miles said it a couple times, you know, make sure that you're happy, make sure you keep a positive attitude. But listen, first and foremost, it was way too much negativity this past year in 2020. Look, we in 2021 now, and I'm done with negativity. So listen, this is what I need everyone to do out there. Spread more positive vibes. Too much negative energy can have you unbalanced mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Spread more positive vibes. It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. And, of course, as we always do, we've been saying it since the beginning of this pandemic, man. To slow down the spread of COVID, it's very simple. Everyone knows someone that's either caught COVID, recovered from COVID, died from COVID. Listen, it's very simple. We gonna need y'all to wash y'all hands and wash y'all ass. Use soap. Cheech, let them know how they gotta do this, man.
Remember, y'all, from face to ass, not ass to face.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we out this piece.
Thank you guys for having me.